Like we're about ready to go. These guys are deciding who's going to throw first here. It'll be Chris Lim versus Chip Anderson.
Just the background on the players while they diddle really quick. We got Chris Lim from Santa Barbara, California, 34 years of playing. The biggest win of his life was the Malaysian World Stage for Darts Live, and the most emotional win. He's always looked up to his dad, but Scotty Kirshner and Chris White for all their advice and friendship. Mr. Chip Anderson from Rolette, North Dakota, 20 years playing. Premier Cup 3 qualifier was one of his big wins, and the wagon wheel. So here we go, gentlemen. We have a stellar match right here in front of you with Chris Lim and Chip Anderson. Looks like Chip Anderson has won the diddle, and here we go.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here. I know that these guys played with each other in the pro doubles. Should make for an entertaining match here.
Right out of the gate with a 7 mark for Chip Anderson. He's got 2 houses and 20 points.
Let's flood the chat one more time. Let your friends know this match is going on. I know all you North Dakota people love to support your North Dakotians, or your Dakota. I don't know how you'd say that. I'm not even going to try. But anyway, let's show some support. 2 fantastic shots here in a battle of cricket 101. Best of 9.
Anderson on the 20s. He does take the look on the 18s. Anderson opens with 7, comes back with 3. Lim answers with 6 on the 18s. Single 18. Goes for the close. He'll go right back to the 18s and 4 there. So 4 on the 18, single 20. Takes a little bit of a lead, but Anderson has 2 houses and 60 points.
I knew somebody would tell me. It's North Dakotans.
North Dakotans. You know, that's why we get in these chats. That's why we want you here. We have got to get the right information out. We don't have the statisticians that ESPN's got.
If you have any doubts, just butcher it. They'll let you know.
Yeah, exactly. You make a mistake, they let you know.
That's the Will Stewart way there.
4 on the 20s for Anderson. Right back to Lim. Stays on them 18s. He'll probably go. Oh, he did try to take a look at the 19s. It's early. 4 on the 18s, single on the 19s. Anderson.
This is something that I learned from watching Chris Lim at Shark Tank take on Leonard Gates. Is Chris will take some gutsy moves, and it was paying off for him when he was.
Anderson takes away the 18, points that 20, and he goes right back. There is a big 8 mark right there to control this leg. Lim is going to go to the 17s. Oh, he moves to the 16s. Is he going to throw this? He's going to go all 16s. A confidence builder there for him. Maybe doesn't like 17s as much. Trip 19 to point. Trip 19 to point. Trip 19 to point.
I'm telling you, Chip loves that bottom of the board. 19s, 17s, he's really good on them both. And I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. Chip actually is unique. He uses his barrels, of course.
Exactly.
But he actually uses, like, I don't know, did you ever use the old school pencil grip covers?
No.
Yeah, well, he uses like an old school pencil grip cover over his dart. He had a little hitch, is what he told me at last year when we were just chatting it up, and he said, yeah, ever since I put these things on, I just have no issues. Comes right out of my hand just like it should.
Another trip 19. So we have a cricket 200, so he's maxed out his points, but he's also closed the 16. So he's really controlling the leg. He's got 200 points up. He's got 2 houses. Lim's at the 15s. He takes the 16s. Lim comes back and throws 17s again.
We'll drop some score lines in the chat. Let's see who you got winning this one. Let's also see where you're tuning in from. Let us know. William Stuart here of USA Darts, joined by Ryan Mooneyham. Just to let you know what's coming up next, Kevin Luke, Dan Burke, looks like Rickenzie and Scuba.
Scuba Steve.
Steve Deicher?
Diker.
Okay. I knew I was going to get it wrong. And then Millar, the winner of Millar Birch and Schreiber Beck after that. So I'll let you know what we got coming your way here. Clayton, hello. Thanks for joining us.
So Chris Lim has worked really hard to try to get himself balanced in this match. He is down 102 points. He has the 15s. He did go for the bull. Chip's going to close that bull. And, well, he closed the 15. He's got a 102-point lead. Lim only has the bulls, and he needs to point them back to even have a chance to close down those numbers.
Oklahoma, Duluth, Minnesota, NYC. We don't know what soft tip is what Tom Lanaw says. Ontario, Canada, tuning in. Kelly from Texas.
It's a dartboard.
Exactly what it is.
It's played. You're playing cricket and 501 open and double out. It's a dartboard.
Good stuff as we see Chip Anderson collect on that first leg there.
Go into leg 2. Guys are just tuning in. What has happened is they diddled. The winner of the bull will start the odd legs. The loser of the diddle will start the even legs. This is not a loser starts. Our first leg was cricket. Now we're going to go into the next two of 0-1. Each will have equal starts. Lim opens up with 140.
Michael Bauer is asking, is there a link to a bracket anywhere? Yes. If you're wanting to check out the bracket, go over to CompuSport. Look up the Dark Horse Classic / Booyah Cup, and you'll be able to check that one out.
Chip Anderson opens up with an 83. Lim goes 140. Lim's got the lead in this leg. This is where the balancing comes in. You're going to have your starts. You're going to have your seconds. If you can, in the 0-1, if you can capitalize on your starts and break, you can push into cricket. If you're cricket where you can turn the corner late in the game or watch an early mistake happen on your second, you can flip those legs. It's just going to be very interesting to see what happens for these guys.
Chooses to stack instead of go down. A little surprising there. I thought Chip might move, but
140. Outside for Lim goes trip 5. Trip 20. Throws the 135. Sets himself up for the 131.
See what Chip does here. Right in the heart of that trip 20.
60.
Mm-hmm.
60.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
140. We wanted it for you, Chip.
Jay Wall, appreciate the 200 stars. Lightning Landtrip tuning in, saying, Ryan Mooneyham, let's go.
Let's go. Chris Lim sits on 36 or 66. Drops to 30, leaves himself 36. Chip's now sitting on 138. Chip's going to have to go 60, 54, 24 is the route I would go.
I'm wondering if Chip goes 19-19 for 24.
He could go 114 for 24.
He's not. He's going to go up top.
Just out. He'll bounce to the 18s, leaves himself 64. And leaves the trip 16 for double 8. So there's a pressure on Lim to take this out. Lim needs the 36 to claim game 2 to even this up at 1-1. Underneath for the 18, double 9. And he hits it.
Got it there, making this a 1-1 match. I think this one could very well go the distance.
All right. Here we go for leg 3. It is Anderson start. It is open end, split bull, 501, double out.
Does he split? He's going to go down. Yep.
One for the 97. $60 for Lim. 60 for Lim. There it is. We've got 3, which equal 180. Anderson still on throw. $80. 140 for Chip Anderson. Back to Lim. 20. There's the 60. 140.
There we go. Just to let everybody know, Skylar Lapine over Cody Brunello. Sestefano over Brett Hollanday. Rick Hinsey over John Pilgrim. Deitcher over Gloss. Rakowski over Scott Miukovic. Rip over Gott.
100 for Anderson.
Bob Anderson over Jacob Coach. And that is where we currently stand. Oh, and Mike Maloney, of course, over Gio and the other matches, of course. But just give you a little update on where we stand.
Lim on the turn. Not happy with the first 2 darts, only 25. Oh, and just underneath. So 45 scored. Anderson sitting on 164. Lim is on 136. This is that 19-19 shot again. Does he go that route?
It doesn't look like he is.
There's 60. Needs the 54. He's grabbed it. Center of the board, folks. Boom! And he hits it. There is a 1-6-4 out on. That's our second one today. We've had 2 1-6-4, taking that double bull's eye for the win.
I guess why go at the 19s when you can put it together on the 20s,
You can spread that
18s?
dartboard out, and you can take it out. So we've got a 2-1 lead. Anderson over Lim.
What a shot
We're
that
on
was
leg
there.
number 4. It is cricket. It is Lim start. And Lynn moves forward real quickly with 6 on the 20s and 3 on the 18s for the opening 9. Anderson is a strong bottom of the board player. Just outside on the 9. Trip 19. And trip 19. So 6 mark on the 19s. Lim's right now controlling the leg with the opening 9. Is Lynn's going to challenge the 19 early, or is he going to point first? Nope.
He's challenging. He's the guy that's going to take a risk.
There he goes again.
And
we've got a horse. We've got a horse, folks, running across that board.
I'm telling you, folks, I knew this was going to be an entertaining match, and I knew I wanted it on the stream. Jeremy didn't even hesitate, didn't even ask us. He put it right on it because he knew this is the kind of quality we were going to see from these two gentlemen.
Exactly. So we got a 2-1 Anderson lead, but Lim started the leg with back-to-back 9s. Anderson is pushed all the way to the 15s. No, it's crazy. These guys were doubles partners.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
won, and that's all over with. It's time to play darts.
Just a reminder, cricket 0-1, 0-1, cricket, 0-1, 0-1,
Lynn
cricket,
grabs
cricket.
the 15 away. Single bull. Single bull. Clearly this leg is well in the process of Chris Lim.
Trying to make this a tied match, 2-2.
Anderson doesn't fold easy. He knows he's still got a lot of games left.
Yeah, no real reason to panic here.
Single bowl to close. Lim needs to close the bowl and grab 27 points in any fashion to take game 4. There's the bull for the close. Triple 20 to close it. So we're now 2-2, folks. Lim over Anderson. We're going into leg number 5. That is cricket, and that will be Anderson's start. We still have 5 legs, possibly.
No,
we're 4 into it.
This could go the distance. Very well could. Matter of fact,
20?
I hope it does.
Oh, we did try to challenge the 19. He'll probably go right back up. No, he stayed down.
How about that?
And I would have won the fat 20 over the fat 19. Should have I have thrown at it. Lim starts on the 18s. Grabs it again. Grabs it a third time. So Lim with the 7 on the 18s. Anderson sits on 2 houses with no points.
Take a look at his throw here. Just a small little lift off the back leg. And the same here for Chris. Love this throw. Love it.
Chris is going to push on the 18s. Oh, and drops down the 17s. He's trying to take another house.
So 140 to 90 here. Which one is Chip attacking? He's choosing the 17s. Likes that bottom of the board, like I said. Now the 18s? Yes.
Oh, he grabs it.
Big darts there.
It's amazing. So Lim opens up last leg, 9 and 9. So who's ever started the legs in cricket has really pushed the other one out. We haven't seen the break back on the cricket like we have seen in the 0-1. Right now, neither one of them's broke. Who's ever started the leg has won the leg. Anderson in the driver's seat. Goes for the 19 to add his points. Closes his 16s. He will take a look at the 15s. And it's gone. 6-7-5, 5-6-7.
Jeez. The kind of stuff you're going to see in this Booyah Cup finale right there. Chris thinking about exactly what he wants to do now. In a tight spot. Kelly Gallagher saying, climbing to 600 viewers. Yeah, I think we're actually well over 600. YouTube, I think we got 100 plus over there as well. Let's get it up there. Let's see if we can get to 650. That'd be our highest number to date.
Single bowl for Anderson. Single bowl. 1 to win it. There it is.
Quality.
3-2 Anderson. Lim will start leg 6. Leg 6 is open. Is 501. That's open in. Split bull double out. So far, they have held their throw. Will the cork be the decider?
It very well could be. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, this could go the distance.
$85 to start for Lim. $60. Ooh, just above.
Going down.
137, folks. It's still on throw for Lim. Did we just see another one? Call it out.
180.
So 85 for Lynn, then 180. Anderson opens up with a 137. Single 20. Oh, just above it, single 20. Ooh, tough round, 58. That clearly gives Lim an opportunity here to really put the pressure on his leg. 60. $60 and 140. I was hoping we get another double done 80, just like Yates did in their first match. Lim's clearly in the driver's seat with 96. Chip is on the outskirts at 306. He needs a big round here to really put the pressure on. He's capable of it. 20, 20, 100. 96 for Chris Lim. We are sitting at 206 for Chip Anderson on leg number 6. Single 20, leaves 76. Triple, double 8 for the finish, and he gets it. So we are now tied at 3-3. We are going into leg number 7. It will be Chip Anderson's start. We are back. We are still on 0-1, open in, double out, 3-2-3.
Wow, tasty stuff here.
Single 20. Just out for the trip 5. Oh, 55 start. Chip didn't like that. He even told himself he didn't like that.
Nick DeShare, appreciate the 145 stars. Appreciate the share mention as well.
60 for Lim. 60 for Lim. 140. We wanted to yell the 180, but 140 is definitely a good start for Lim with the 55 open for Chip Anderson. Oh, and Anderson is up on the 5. Underneath the 20. 26 scored. $60 and 20. He wanted another triple in there. 137 for Chris Lim. That's a nice turn. Sits himself at 224. Anderson sitting at 420. Anderson is slowed down in this leg a little bit, but he can turn it on a dime. Sits at 83. 337 for Anderson. Lim sits at 224. This was Anderson's start, so Lim has the opportunity to break here and start the next leg. 60. Just above on the 20. And he goes for the 18. That 54 would have left him on 90. He grabbed the 18, left himself 126. $60. There's 60. He needs another 60 right now. Ooh, just out for the 123.
Could we see our first break here?
It's going to come down to this break. I'm saying he's going to go on the 19th. Oh, he pulled over on the trip 7. Still got 100. Leaves the 60. 40 to finish. Chip Anderson is not on out, so Chris Lim will have 6 starts at this 40.
All Chip can do is just whittle it down and hope for a miss.
$123 to leave the 91. This is Chris Lim's look right here. Hits the tops. He'll take the leg and start leg 8.
Well, there it is.
All right, Lim takes it. Double tops. He controls the match now with a 4-3 lead. Lim will start the cricket leg of on leg number 8. If Lim holds here, he'll move on with a 5-3 finish. Chip has to break here to force the decider in leg 9. And then just 5 on the 20s. Here comes Anderson under the 19. 4 on 19s. Hold and composure, only grabs 5. And Lim has got a decision here. Does he grab the 19s? Does he grab the 18s, which we've seen him do in the past, or does he go all points? 19s are gone. Back to the 20s. He's going to play smart. Oh, and missed on the outside. Anderson sets his composure. 18s. Oh, he drops to the 17s. Five on the 17s. Start putting some pressure back on Lim. Lim will return. We have got high intense cricket match, folks. If you don't realize what's going on, you're missing out. This is a 4-3 lead for Chris Lim over Chip Anderson. We have got cricket night now. And Lim just piles in a 9 mark to points up. Take away Anderson 17.
He's trying to end this right here, right now, make this a 5-3 score line.
On the 18. Just got the 2. He's got 2 single marks on the 18. He had to step off for a second to recompose himself.
It goes all the way over on the left-hand side of the hockey.
Yep.
How about this? 600 plus on Facebook.
There we go, folks. You have the match to watch. You got Chris Lim up 4-3 over Chip Anderson. Lim is controlling leg number 8. I thought Lim would stay on that 20, and he did for more points. He's going to push Anderson right into the 15s or 16s.
Chip's in a tough spot here. Got to come up. The good chunk of change.
There's 3 on the 8 and the 16s. Oh, he goes after that 20. He's going to try to change the dynamics of this leg.
Exactly what he's trying to do.
Well, he's not been in control of this leg at all. Lim has been controlling this leg. He's chipped at it close, but he's not close enough. 16s are gone. Lim goes straight to the 15s, and he hits it. That is a turn on the 7. That is a late turn. Anderson's back on the 15s. 2 bulls and a 20 to try to close. Lim is in control of this leg here. 3 bulls to take it. There's 1. Oh, just out. Does he stay there or does he point? What does he do, folks? What does he do?
Take your chances while you can.
He hit the bull. I mean, double bull would have won it, but single bull really puts the pressure on. Chip Anderson.
Please see Jeremy Byrne for your payouts. When you're eliminated from the Booyah Cup, please see Jeremy Byrne for your payouts.
There's a hat trick for Chip Anderson trying to get back in there. Just outside on the 20s. Single 20. He has to point here. Cannot give Chip that easy look. And he does hit the 60. Now Anderson does have darts in hand. If he can hit the first one for double bullseye. Double bullseye, single, 20, trip, 15. Anderson's got the point lead, but Lim clearly controls the leg. There's the bull for the close, and just need one to finish it, and that is it. Lim takes the match, 5-3. Chip Anderson played his heart out. However, that break on that 0-1 game, and then controlling that next leg of cricket, gave this to Lim. They have a 5-3 finish. We will get set up for our next match shortly.